Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I guess on a personal level, I've been playing a bit more on the right side, so and playing more in the pockets. So it's not my game, but it's nice to try to add that to my game, I guess. And he's been giving me a lot of confidence to play in that spot and kind of try it out. So it's been a lot of fun, honestly, personally. And as a team, I think he's made it super clear for every single one of us what our job is and what we have to do in certain situations. And yeah, I mean, he's just made every practice really competitive as well. So it's been a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, and then kind of just, I mean, you mentioned the game against the U.S. Obviously, a lot of your club teammates have played for the U.S. before. I'm just curious from your perspective, does that kind of, obviously it's a big game either way, but is there a little bit more enjoyment maybe knowing that you can have a little bit of trash talk with them about the game?
It's a weird one for me, honestly. I've thought about it a few times. Like, I love Canada, but the U.S. has given me a lot too. I came here when I was like 14 to the U.S., so I got a lot of respect for the U.S. and all that. But of course, it'd be, a lot of fun to trash talk a few of the boys about the U.S. But I got a lot of respect for it because of the U.S. because it's given me a lot. So yeah.
Sorry. You already mentioned that the fact that he's switching you to the other side of the field and that's signing up to your game. Was it difficult already to actually adjust to his ideas, his principles, like you were saying to us earlier, and then is it a second ingredient on the plate for you to be able to actually perform in a different position that you're used to?
Yeah, I think it's been like it's weird because I kind of said this right before Copa to learn a lot about soccer stuff, I guess, but it's been like a crazy amount of stuff that I've just learned about because I had Jesse Marsh. It was like a whole new system, and I came back and I have BJ. And it's a whole new system, so it's like seeing the similarities between the two has been really cool, and the differences and more stuff to learn. It's been a lot of fun. And then for the right side, it's funny. Like we'll do drills, and I feel like my brain is just like oriented to the left side. Like I'll just automatically go to the left side every time, but it's just like figuring out and getting on the right side. But it's funny. I mean, I've loved it. It's just adding to my game, which is much needed. I think I have a lot to work on and learn, so it's been a lot of fun.
Now, how do you feel that's going to work out when you go back now to the national team and actually switch your brain to the other side again?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit easier switching it back to the left side, I think. But it's nice to know that I can play on the right side if it's needed at the national team as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's easier going to the left side than the right side.
Well, I go to Valera on Zoom.
Hey, Jacob, obviously you were on the pitch last weekend where a rather strange incident occurred. I'm just curious, were you aware of what happened when we were playing? And afterwards, was it hard to get back into the game after something like that happened that's not usual?
Yeah, I wasn't really aware of what happened. I think a few of us were just confused, and of course it's going to throw you for a loop if someone gets subbed off like that with not knowing a lot of information. So it was a tough one, but I think we responded well on the field to play through whatever happened.
Go ahead, Valera.
Yeah, and one more. Jonathan Pérez has been one player of the match, actually, the last match, and he's kind of been a new addition on the wing, playing the opposite wing than you. Have you been working with him in the training ground, and what are your first thoughts of him?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He always just calls me Canada, so I call him Mexico. Those are our nicknames right now for each other. I got nothing but good things to say about him. I mean, he's been amazing out there. I've been learning a lot from him too because he plays on the right side, being left-footed. So I'm taking a lot of stuff that he does and trying to put it into my game as well. So he's been a great addition for us on the field and also in the locker room.